I didn't fail the school system. The school system failed me. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Noah back again with another video. Today's video, I want to give you a motivational speech about how the school system failed me rather than vice versa, right? You see, a lot of the times, students all across the United States are being fed a lie if they don't do well in school, right? The school system has a very strict policy to where if the students in the teachers' classes aren't doing well, right, they don't get paid as much. That's what I've heard. Don't know if that's true, but I think it's a requirement for the students to, I think it's a requirement for the teachers to have a pretty high success rate for the students, right? But with that, the teachers can become very manipulative of the students. What do I mean by this? You see, the teachers expect so highly of the students that in reality, the students are actually being depressed because they think that they have to perform to their standard, right? But something that we have to realize is that the school system isn't made for everybody. You see, you can't teach the fundamental aspect of my belief system around the school, about school in general, is you can't teach 50 million people the same thing and expect all of them to succeed, right? This is why celebrities who you see, Eminem, drop out of school, right? This is why you see certain people drop out of college. This is why I dropped out of college, right? As a sophomore. Because the school system, I realized that I was going to be a part of something bigger, right? I realized that my talents aren't going to be wasted doing something that isn't going to benefit me in the future. You see, and one of the things that the school system forces kids to realize is that it's their fault. But if you're watching this video now and you don't like school and school isn't for you, I want you to know that it's not your fault. You see, and that's the illusion that the school system has on the kids, is that if they don't pass their class with a C, B, or A, that they're failures, that they failed the school system. But in reality, like I said before, Albert Einstein said you can't teach a fish to climb a tree, right? Same thing for humans, right? It's like there's so much pressure on kids to do well in school, and it's from generations to generations, right? Parents think that this is the right way, and so they enforce their student. They force their kid to do very well in school, and if they don't, then they get upset because that's how the parent thought that's how life is supposed to be, right? But something that we have to realize is life isn't so linear. Life isn't so black and white. We can determine what it is that we want to do based on the things that we enjoy doing. You see, Eminem realized that the school system wasn't teaching things based around what he wanted to do. And so he dropped out in high school, right? And, it's funny because we look at people who drop out as failures, and we look at them as people who aren't going to succeed in life. because we've been brainwashed to think that the school system is for everybody, when in reality, that's just not the case. The school system is for a select few amount of people, right? I heard Kamala Harris, Democratic Vice President of the United States, if you don't know who that is. I heard Kamala Harris talk about how she wants to extend the school hours, failing to realize that she never has to go to school in her life again, right? She never has to suffer like how millions and millions of students are suffering in school each and every day, right? And I think it's important to understand that, the reason why school isn't for everybody is because there's so many different ways that people learn. Not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Not everyone wants to be a doctor, right? Not everyone wants to be a mathematical engineer, right? These are only a select few routes that you can take that school provides, right? Me, I'm a musician, right? I love singing. I love playing music. I love playing the piano as well as the guitar, right? But there weren't classes in school that taught me how to play the piano or the guitar, right? These are things that I had to figure out by myself. And there aren't classes that cater to everybody's wants and needs as well as talents. And this is something that we have to realize in terms of the school system. This is why I didn't fail school, right? The school system failed me. You see, and we have to understand what it is. This is why it's important to understand what it is that we want to do. And another reason why school is brainwashing kids each and every day. It's because they're brainwashing students into thinking that this is the only way out. And so when a kid goes to school, they're so drained whenever they come home. 7 hours of their life for 5 days in a row. And you're gonna tell me that it's illegal to go to school? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The fact that the school system wants us to sacrifice so much of our life to something that's not even going to benefit us in the future is preposterous. It's ridiculous. You see, it's part of their agenda. It's not something that we have to subscribe to. You see? School isn't made for everyone, and I think that's something that's very important for us to realize, is that it's only made for about probably 10 to 20% of people, right? I knew kids who had F's in class. I was one of those students. I didn't necessarily have F's, right? I didn't do my homework because I realized that I'm not going to stress myself out over something that I don't understand. Right? And the teachers can threaten you and make you think that this is what you need in life. But we have to understand that that's part of their jobs, guys. They have been brainwashed as well. Right? Their whole existence has been around going to school to get a teacher's degree, to do something that they're going to be stressed out about each and every day. And because they're stressed out about it, all of that stress is getting put on the students each and every day. We have to understand that 80% of teachers, somewhere around there, right? A lot of teachers nowadays, and even back then, don't want to teach. They don't want to be teachers. Right? It stresses them out. And you can say, oh yeah, that's something that they chose. That's something that they chose, but it probably wasn't their choice. Right? And so this is what we have to realize about the school system, is that this is why the school system failed me, and it's why I didn't fail school. I have to sit with my little brother, who is he's in first grade. I have to sit with him every morning, Monday through Friday, every morning. Well, not Monday through Friday, but Mom takes over Thursdays and Fridays. But my mom works Mondays through Wednesdays, and so I have to be the one sitting at the table with my little brother. And, every day, my little brother has to sit in a corner of the house for 7 hours straight. And it makes me realize, I'm literally watching over what happened to me in school, right? Sitting somewhere that I never wanted to be. And so we have to realize that the school system isn't for everyone, and life isn't so linear. We don't have to go to work. We don't have to go to school, right? Just to graduate, right? Just to get a 9-to-5 job to work for somebody else. Life doesn't have to be like that. And because life doesn't have to be like that, we can find ways of, quote unquote, making money for ourselves. Right? Each and every one of us have talents. The key is to finding what it is that you enjoy doing. This is why the school system didn't fail. No, the school system failed us. But we didn't fail the school system. And so, I want you guys to understand that if you're struggling in school right now, it's not your fault. And I've been there. I didn't want to be in school for 12 years of my life, 13 years of my life. But I had to be there because it was, part of something that I had to do, right? It's something that we all have to do, unfortunately. And so I want to share this to you, that if you're in school, right, don't take it seriously. You don't have to. And if your parents are forcing you to do that, be honest with them. Right? Tell them how you feel about the school system. Tell them how it is that you feel about school. Right? Because it's not something that we have to pass. We don't have to pass school to succeed in life. We don't. And so, if you're struggling in school right now, know that I'm here for you, and that I love you, and that you will make it through. You will prosper. But make the conscious decision to decide what you want your future to be, and base your life around that, compared to taking school so super seriously, right? Because we have to realize that the school system is failing millions and millions of kids each and every day. And, the fact that all these kids have to suffer is insane. And it's really sickening to me. But we will get through this, guys. Because I love you, and I believe that there is a better future coming. It's already here, right? Because you have people like me who are aware about how flawed the school system is, right? And so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Right, this is going to be the second video that I upload today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of just wanted to go over, a little bit of a motivational speech about why the school system failed me. And I didn't fail school. You see. And so with that being said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about school or anything in general, or if you have any questions, comments for future videos that you want me to post, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. My social medias are all going to be right here. With that being said, have a wonderful afternoon, morning, or night, wherever you're at. Go outside. Get some nature. It's beautiful out here today. Take a few deep breaths. Realize that you're okay. With that being said, guys, have a beautiful day. Mwah.